Do you feel like you pay an excessive amount or number of taxes? Well, after you see this, you'll understand why. Ohioans pay a variety of taxes at the state and local levels, which are enacted through legislation by the Ohio General Assembly and local governments. Here's an overview of the primary taxes and how they are established. Let's start with state taxes. In Ohio, we have a state income tax, which is a progressive tax on personal income with rates based on income brackets. Ohio's income tax is enacted by Ohio Revised Code, also known by the initials ORC. If you haven't already, you might want to check out the video we did that explains the Ohio Revised Code. It's titled Ohio Constitution, Revised Code, Administrative Code, and is part of our Need to Know content series. There will be a link to it in the Rumble and YouTube show notes for this video. Section 5747 of the ORC enacts Ohio's income tax. Changes are made through bills passed by the General Assembly. Ohio also has a state-level sales and use tax, which is a tax on retail sales of tangible personal property and certain services, currently 5.75% statewide. Ohio's state sales and use tax is enacted by ORC Sections 5739 and 5741. Local counties can impose additional sales taxes. Ohio has a commercial activity tax, sometimes called the CAT tax, on businesses. It's a gross receipts tax on businesses with taxable receipts over $150,000 annually, and is enacted by ORC Section 5751. Property tax, the state-level portion, is tax levied on real estate based on assessed value. Statewide rates apply to specific uses, like schools. ORC Title 57 enacts state-level property tax. Ohio has several excise taxes. They are a gasoline tax of 38.5 cents per gallon of gasoline and 47 cents per gallon of diesel. Cigarette and tobacco taxes of $1.60 per pack, and alcohol taxes, which are based on type and volume. These taxes are enacted by ORC Chapters 5735, 5743, and 4301. Ohio also has what's called a severance tax. A severance tax is a tax on the extraction or severance of natural resources, such as oil, natural gas, coal, or timber, from the ground or waters within a jurisdiction. The tax is typically assessed on the value or volume of the resources extracted and, theoretically, is meant to compensate the government for the depletion of these non-renewable resources. Ohio's severance tax is enacted by ORC Section 5749. Ohio has state-level lodging tax. Ohio's statewide lodging tax applies to hotel stays, but additional local taxes may also be imposed and are. The state-level lodging tax is enacted by ORC Section 5739.08. While some states have estate taxes, Ohio repealed its estate tax effective January 1st, 2013. Estate taxes, often referred to as death taxes, are taxes imposed by government on the transfer of property from a deceased person to their heirs or beneficiaries. These taxes are calculated based on the value of the deceased person's estate, the total net worth of their property, including real estate, cash, investments, and other assets. Let's next review Ohio's many local taxes. Property taxes, the local level portions, are levied by state governments, school districts, and townships based on millage rates. These are enacted by ORC Title 57. Local income taxes, also known as municipal income taxes, are imposed by cities and villages. These typically range up to 2 or 3% and are enacted by ORC Chapter 718 and local ordinances. School district income tax is a voter-approved income tax for funding schools and is enacted by ORC Section 5748. Local sales taxes, enacted by ORC Sections 5739 and 5741, allow counties to add up to 2.25% to the state's current 5.75% sales tax. Finally, there are special assessments, which are taxes for specific projects, like road repairs or sewer improvements. These are enacted by local resolutions or voter approval under ORC Chapters 727 and 133. State-level taxes are enacted by first being proposed by legislators in legislation in the Ohio General Assembly. Like most legislation, tax proposals are reviewed in committees, debated, and passed by both chambers. If passed, they are signed into law by the governor and codified in the Ohio Revised Code, or ORC. Local taxes can be proposed by city councils, county commissioners, or school boards. While some may be passed by these governing bodies alone, many require voter approval through ballot initiatives. There are constitutional limitations on taxation, and Article 12 of Ohio's Constitution places certain restrictions on and state guidelines for taxation. In cases where a taxpayer or taxpayers take issue with a tax, courts are called upon to review tax law for compliance with state and federal constitutions. Before we close, please be reminded you can find us on YouTube and Rumble. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give us a like to stay informed. And please be sure to join our network of thousands of Ohioans. It's easy, free, and we won't ask you for money. Visit GFIOhio.com and click the Join Us button in the upper right-hand corner of any page, or text the letters GFI to 66866 and follow the prompts. Thanks for watching. Please remember to stay informed and get engaged.